What's up, my comic community? My name's Cullen, and I collect comics. And today we're going to go through my weekly pulls from the ComiX Strip. ComiX Strip is on Broadway in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It's my local comic shop that I go to. Yeah, in case you're new to the show, when I go through my local comic stuff, which is usually just a lot of Marvel DC stuff usually, but I always read the little blurbs or synopsis like they put in previews and stuff. So run ahead and get through this just in case you're new to the show. So all right, first we got Batman Day One, Bad Day One Penguin. I've been really excited for these Batman Bad Day One books. This one's got a Giuseppe Camicoli cover, and John Ridley is the writer, and Giuseppe is also the penciler for this. The Penguin's criminal enterprise and the Iceberg Lounge have been stolen from underneath his former associate, the Umbrella Man. It's also the first time I've ever heard of the Umbrella Man. I'm pretty sure it's his first appearance. The Umbrella Man has removed all the rules for crime in Gotham City that the Penguin has put in place, and the city is in chaos. The Penguin is a broken man, and he'll have to travel through the burning streets of Gotham with a gun and a single bullet, putting together a new crew to take back what he's built. Will Batman help the devil he knows, or face the devil he doesn't in a form of the Umbrella Man? This epic crime from a crime epic from the team from behind a crucially acclaimed other history of the DC universe, John Ridley and Giuseppe Camicoli. Don't miss it. All right. So, yeah, I've been super excited for all these Batman Day ones. They all seem like they're going to be really, really, really good. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like the art in this. Definitely looks interesting. Most definitely. All right. This is kind of new. I decided I was going to start opening up these books more for y'all. And actually have a look and see what all right, we got Batman the Night, issue 10 of 10, so this is over now. And this is the regular Carmine Di Giandomenico cover. And also the artist for this is Carmine Di Giandomenico. And the writer for this is Chip Zdarsky. And yeah, Bruce Wayne's worldwide journey has reached its conclusion. Is he ready for the brutal final exam? This acclaim in series comes to a shocking and dramatic end as the young Dark Knight will face an ultimate test. So yes, obviously this is going with, you know, more stuff with him training with Raish and stuff like that. So yeah. Next we have this World's Finest. Well, Batman and Superman World's Finest. And yeah, the artist for this cover is Dan Mora, and Mark Waid writes it, and the interior art is also Dan Mora. Reckless youth continues as Superman and Batman struggle to mentor the new boy Thunder. The key has drawn the world's finest team into an impossible dilemma unlike any they've ever faced when the entire city of Metropolis goes into a deadly lockdown. I didn't really look at the interior art of this, but I know it's probably pretty good. These have all had pretty decent looking stuff on this. I kind of like this. I kind of like this character. Definitely interesting. Logo, though, kind of reminds me of the Nuclear Man from that horrible Superman 4 movie from whenever I was a child. Alright, next we're moving on. We've got this Catwoman. And, yeah, this is, if I didn't mention that on World's Finest, sorry, that World's Finest issue is number 8. And Catwoman is issue number 48. And, it's volume 5 of it. And, Jeff Deacle cover. He's been doing a lot of these great covers I've been loving lately. Teenie Howard's still writing this. Nico Leone is the artist for this, on the interiors of this. And, yeah, let's see. Don't you just hate it when your current and former lovers meet accidentally? That's definitely the case here for Catwoman as Valmont and Bruce, or Batman, cross paths. Is Batman jealous or just concerned that Selina is dating an international criminal who's also a murderer? There's some lines you just don't cross, and the cat is not at all attention. And, sorry. There's some lines you just don't cross, cat, and not all attention is good attention. Alright. So, yeah. I mean, I guess could show you some, like, some of these cool interiors in this, but yeah, definitely interesting. I really need to get caught up on this Catwoman run. I've been wanting to more, and the B cover for this I should have coming soon, which Sozo Micah did, or Sozo Micah. Or Micaiah, yeah. I hate when I'm saying her name wrong, but yeah, Sozo stuff's awesome. And, well, Micah stuff's awesome. Next, we're moving on. We've got this Dark Crisis, which no, there it is right there. So make sure I had it on here. Alright, Max Dunbar cover for this. Megan Fitzmartin writing. Artist for this is Laura Braga. I should have all of these. I don't know why I don't. Need to check my stuff on it, but alright, let's see. Here's Mickey. Mickey Mitzelplick, son of Mr. Mitzelplick, built the perfect world where he and the boys of Young Justice could rule without being criticized, without having to change, without ever having to grow up. Mickey has an ugly soul and too much power, and the boys of Young Justice will have to overcome their shortcomings to defeat him to get back to the DCU they know and need. All right. Yeah, this stuff looks pretty cool. Definitely digging it. I really like Laura's art, so she's really good. And next we've got the DC Vampires All Out War. And Alan Qua did the awesome cover for this. And yeah, the artist for this is Hanning and Pascal Quianino and Alex Packendale, Donnie Lore, and Matthew Rosenberg did the writing for this. And yeah, this stuff looks great. Like, I really love the art in this. It's good. But yeah, with Baron Cinder and his lieutenants kept occupied by Mother of All Diversions, the team attempt a daring raid on the Blood Farm to receive the one person they can bring sunlight back to the world. However, they have not reckoned on terrifying presence of barren vampires, knights, familiar faces whose blades are every bit as bloodthirsty as they are, and in the backup, we learn the fate of the King of Cities, Jack Hawksmoor. Yeah, I really need to get into this. Like, I've bought all the DC Vampire stuff, I believe, and haven't gotten to read a lick of it. I really want to. I need to hop on it on the app. I usually I read most of my stuff on DC Unlimited or DC Universe and Marvel Unlimited. And most of my indie stuff, I really got to read it. I'll just buy it on Comixology. But, you know, I barely even get into a lot of these books. Still love collecting them, though. Love the covers and the art. And, yeah, next we're moving on to Deceased, War of the Undead Gods. And Tom Taylor's writing this. And it's issue number 3. By the way, it was issue 4, DC Vampires. And the cover artist is Howard Porter, and Trevor Harstein and Andy Lanning are the artists for the interiors of the book. And like I said, Tom Taylor writing this. Blockbuster final arc in the series continues as the warrior princess is mourned on Themyscira, and Old God comes to warn of the threat of the new gods. Meanwhile, across the stars, Adam Strange fights the unthinkable, and the main man himself, Lobo, tears away into Deceased. New battle lines are drawn, and the anti-living spreads across the universe. Or anti-living spread across the universe. Yeah. Awesome. Let me actually take a look at some of this since my main man's in it. I gotta at least check out the panel with him, right, y'all? Main man Lobo right there. You gotta love, like, if you were a you know, late 80s newsstand kid, early 90s comic book shop kid, you all loved, like, Lobo was one of those characters that everybody knew and loved. And yeah, next we're moving on to Flashpoint Beyond 6 of 6. I'm super excited about this. This looks amazing. Like, I bet this is the best book of the week. Look at Always Awesome. Martha always looks awesome in this. I love her Joker so much that I'm, but yeah, we've got Flashpoint, and it's issue number 6 of 6. Mitch Gerards did the Mitch Gerards did the cover. Jeff Johns writes it. Tom Sheridan and Jeremy Adams all wrote it. Zamanico still doing the art for it. And yeah, the fate of Flashpoint Earth hangs in the balance as Thomas must take the ultimate choice. What will happen if this fractured reality, and what does it mean for the DC universe at large? So yeah, we're gonna see the finale, I guess, of some of this Flashpoint stuff. Flashpoint was I love Flashpoint. So this is definitely one of my pick reads of the week. This whole, if you... Next, we're moving on to this GCPD Blue Wall book, which looks like Montoya on the cover, maybe? I'm not sure about that. I could be wrong. Let's see. GCPD The Blue Wall, 1A. Still relatively early in her tenure as GCPD Commissioner, Renee Montoya sets out to rebuild her department and restore the public faith in the historically troubled PD during some of the worst conditions it's ever seen. But Renee cannot do it alone. In order for her plan to work, everyone from the topmost officials all the way down to the most fresh-faced new officers must contend with the harsh realities of being a symbol of law and an order in a city of superpowered saviors and superhuman lawlessness. DC is proud to present GCPD The Blue Wall by the stellar team of Academy Award-winning writers John Riley and Stefano Raphael. The 6-part miniseries is thought-provoking and riveting story of everyday people trying to do good amidst a flawed system. No one said protecting a city like Gotham would be easy. And Francisco Francavilla did the cover for this, which is just awesome. And like I said, Stefano Raphael is the art for the interiors, and John Ridley is the writer. So yeah, and I love, like I said, that cover is great. But yeah, this will definitely be an interesting read of a reformed and new Gotham Police Department. Next, after this, we're moving on to Nightwing here, which... Or no, why did I say Nightwing? I'm so sorry. Moving on here to Harley. And for some reason, they didn't have the cover A at my shop, so they're supposed to get it for me, because you know how much of a completist I am on things, but I still had to get this so I could read this, because it's one of those things that I always do read. And also, I love Damn Hip's art, so I had no problem with getting the B cover on this. T. Franklin's the writer for this. Shay Beagle is the penciler. And yeah, let's see. Harley Quinn, the animated series Legion of Bats, 1B. I love this Harley Ivy kind of split combo looking cover too with it. But when last we checked in with Harley, she ate and banged and she killed. But now it's time for something a little different. Fresh out of the events of Harley Quinn, the animated series Season 3, she found herself part of a highly unlikely team of Bat family. Meanwhile, Poison Ivy has found herself prepping for a new job as leader of the Legion of Doom. But while Harley and Ivy adjust their new respective roles, a ghost from Ivy's past enters the fray and threatens the relationship between everyone's favorite clown plant couple. Well, this just sounds like it's going to be an interesting, fun book. I really like these. Yeah, most definitely. It looks like it's going to be great. I love Harley Ivy stuff. we're going backwards now. Speaking of other things I absolutely love, this is going to be my just, you know, shameless. I don't even care what it is just because it's Nightwing pick of the week. You know, just that's what's going to always be called. Every week that, you know, Nightwing is, you know, a book, it's always going to be a pick to me of somewhat. So just, you know, shameless Nightwing plug always. You know, always love the character. I'm always going to love the character. He's, you know, my absolute favorite since I was a child. So let's move on to Nightwing 97B, Volume 4. Jamal Campbell variant. Of course, beautiful cover. I love Jamal's stuff. Tom Taylor's writing this, and Bruno Renando's still doing the interiors. And yes, Batgirl gives Nightwing her answer. And they have a long talk with each other about what that means. Well, I don't even want to look at this book yet because I'm so far behind and I don't even want to know if it's what I think it's related to. So let's just move on. I know that sounds horrible. Titans United. Blood Pact, issue number 2. It has a Kevin Scott's the writer for this. The artist for it is Lucas Myers. And Eddie Barrows is the cover artist. And yeah, Tim Drake is having the worst day. First he got brainwashed by the Fearsome Five. Then he woke up in a world turned upside down. A world ruled by the fanatical Church of the Raven. Now enemies have become allies and the Titans are nowhere to be seen. Guest starring the Dark Knight. So yeah, this will be awesome. Already looks awesome. And I know I say that about a lot of stuff I pick up, like everything's awesome. No, I don't really mean that, but I do. Ooh, that's interesting. That they're doing a. Looks like they're doing a with Gotham Knights game, which comes out on Friday. They're doing a code thing item, so that means they're gonna have to buy 2 comic books a piece on that. That's fun. Sorry, it shouldn't feel that. I love comic books, so why should I? You know, it's just me being a video game person and also a collector who likes to keep something, you know, super duper. That's how it was for some of the Fortnite stuff too. But all right, we're gonna move on. So I'm like just, you know, taking up time that you guys probably really don't care about. But like I said, we already did this one, right? So we can move on. So now, after we've looked at this, we're moving on to Marvel. And I've just got a couple Marvel books here. 3 that I picked up because obviously always I'm going to be getting Daredevil. Daredevil's always, it's like I've always loved Nightwing and I've always loved Daredevil. They're characters that I love. So we've got this new issue of Daredevil, which of course still, like I'm loving Batman right now. Chip Zdarsky still doing Daredevil. I was worried that he was going to leave and he didn't. And yeah, so we've got issue number 4 of Volume 7 of Daredevil. Awesome cover here by Marco Chiacchetto. And the artist is for the interiors is Raphael de la Torre. And yeah, Chip Zdarsky writing this still, like I said. A perilous trek for months, Electra Nachos has been developing a plan to save the world from the violent and ruthless hand by rebuilding the opposite and equal the fist. And with the world at large believing he's dead, Matt Murdock has become the most trusted ally. But Electra needs more than just an ally. She needs a partner. In this issue, Matt and Electra go closer than ever before. This sounds awesome. I love the guy falling in the background. And yeah, it looks good. I'm sure it's going to be a good read. It looks absolutely great. Yeah. I like this backsplash page. Sorry if I spoil it for anybody, but yeah. Like, I know that I probably shouldn't show the last page of the book, but at the same time, it's, you know, it looked cool. Sorry. I mean, I don't think I spoiled anything. I mean, it's Elektra and Daredevil, like, laying on the ground. Hey, look, it's Loki behind me. Hey, Loki, we're finishing up here soon. Yeah. This Midnight Sun's right here. And, it's number 2. And, yeah, you gotta stop it, buddy, alright? And, oh, this looks great, yeah. Agatha Harkness. It's got a younger Agatha in here, and it's got Strange in it. And, you know, I pretty much love most of the characters that are in this comic, which is why I'm picking it up. I'm a huge fan of magic. And, yeah, so we've got Midnight Suns, issue 2. And also I'm loving that David Nakayama cover. Ethan Stack's writer for this. The interior art is Luigi Zagaria. And yeah, Midnight Suns are doomed. This new team of Midnight Suns, Magic, Wolverine, Blade, Spirit Rider, and Nico Minoru face their face their first brutal test when Doctor Doom lays siege to Strange Academy. Oh, I'm gonna love this issue. I love Strange Academy. What is Doom after? And an even bigger threat awaits if they survive. A threat tied to Sorcerer Supreme and the one and only Midnight Suns have the power to overcome. Wow, I wonder what's going on with this, because last you know, where I'm at in Strange Academy, the kids all took off from the school, so yeah, I'm kind of curious. Spoiler on that, but I mean, not really. If you're not reading Strange Academy, you should definitely be reading that. That's one of the few books that I actually do make sure that I read, because I absolutely love it. It is so well written and good. I mean, I always love kid team books, though, anyway. They're usually, at least teenager books, they're always just really good. I think that the characters are usually, you know, fun and great, and usually a little more, you know, I don't know. Guess I'm a little immature. Who knows? But I love that era stuff. So, yeah, next we're moving on to Thor. And the reason I got this is the more I'm pretty much going to pick up this entire thing where Thor and Venom are doing, oh man. Oh wow, that's fun. Yeah, technical difficulties here. It shouldn't be long enough that I have to pause it, but where you at, Thor? There we go. Alright. Moving on to the last book, we got this Nick Klein cover on Thor number 28. And if I didn't mention that, Midnight Suns, that was issue number 2, right? Yeah, but alright, writer for this is Al Ewing, and Salvador LaRocca is the writer for this. And yeah, Thor versus Venom round 2, Hammer versus Tongue, Thunder versus Symbiote, Golden Hair versus Pointy Teeth. It's an epic finale in this dark and twisted team-up between Thor and Venom. How will events from the current Venom series impact the future of Asgard? Find out here. So yeah, like I've been doing this whole... It's weird, there's been a lot of crossover stuff with Thor lately, and I've been picking up a lot of it. I'm usually... What's weird is it's usually not necessarily me, because I'm, like, you know, being a huge Thor collector, because I'm not. I like some Thor. He's not one of my favorites. It's more of usually who he's fight. Like Hulk was interesting, and then Venom now, and so I've been very interested in all that. But yeah, definitely, this was my stuff from my local shop. I'll send a picture of the, you know, I'll send a roll of video here of what I've you know, picked up this week from the shop. And yeah, thanks for listening, and if you like it, hit like and subscribe. Sorry it took so long and everything, but yeah, holler at me later.